Just to preface the video, don't make fun of me. I know I look weird without a beard. Anyways, guys, we're back today. We're gonna do some Reddit stories again. I got this story right here from Am I the A-Hole subreddit, and you guys are gonna let me know what you think after we go over this story. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and I wanna see your thoughts down in the comment section below. This is titled, Am I the A-Hole for telling my parents it's not my job to provide for my siblings when they cannot? I, 20F, I'm the oldest of 4 and I do not live with my parents anymore. Our relationship is not good either. One of the biggest reasons is my parents flipped the script with my siblings when it came to gifts for Christmas and birthdays. My siblings are 16, 14, and 11, so 4 years between me and the next kid. I know it's a bigger gap than say 2 years, but it's not huge either. Yet they parented them so differently and spoiled them. For me, gifts were needs and not wants, and I was told I should be appreciative of having food in my belly, a roof over my head, and clothes on my back. If I asked for something I wanted, they would tell me I didn't need it. I didn't need a doll, I didn't need art supplies, I didn't need a toy kitchen. They never ever said that to my siblings. They would get dolls, action figures, bikes, trampolines, paint sets, jewelry kits, and all kinds of fun toys. They also got cell phones and tablets when they got older. I normally got clothes. Sometimes I would get cheap ass basic hygiene products, body wash and stuff. My parents made it a huge point to nip it in the bud when I was upset with my underwhelming gifts, especially when my siblings came along. They told me they were babies, they were little, etc. But that energy was never there for me. I do resent it. Yeah, I had all the basics, but my siblings have so much more than that. My siblings are also very spoiled and entitled because of it. My sister, 16, used to bug me and get frustrated with me for not having nice stuff she could borrow. She asked me once what was the point of having a sister if she couldn't raid my closet. I told her that it wasn't my fault that our parents didn't buy me nice shit like her. She laughed and told me that's what being the oldest means. My brothers would tell me to buy them stuff and say they got pocket money, so I did too. I never got pocket money. When I explained that I didn't, it would end with them saying I was a baby. I moved out of my parents' house and then with my aunts. I stayed with them for several months when I started college, and now I share an apartment with some friends while I attend college. I also work. My parents have fallen on hard times right before Christmas. They told me they didn't have the money to get my siblings what they want for Christmas and told me I needed to let them borrow money or buy them gifts on their behalf and they would pay me back. I told them it's not my job to provide for my siblings when they cannot. They argued that my siblings would be disappointed to get nothing from their wish list. I told them they didn't need nice gifts, they only needed clothes and food and a roof over their heads, and they have all that. My parents said I'm a terrible big sister. Am I the a-hole? No, I do not think that you are the a-hole for not getting your siblings gifts for Christmas because your parents asked for them. I think you are somewhat of an a-hole because you resent your siblings for the things that they had no control over. That was on your parents. Your parents raised you that way. I know that feeling because I went through that same thing when I was little, especially with my brother. And then my brother went through it with my sister. I'm about 6 years older than my brother and about 11 years older than my sister. Growing up, my brother was always the favorite. He got the nice things. He got everything. He was even my grandmother's favorite. Let's just put it like that. I was kind of a non-factor in that sense. But when my sister was born, then she became the favorite in the family. Not to my grandmother, but to my mom. So I know that struggle. I know that feel. I never got anything growing up either. If they were going to do anything, it was going to be for my brother and for my sister. But I never resented my brother for that because that wasn't his fault. I did resent my mother for a lot of years because of it though. And that was something that over time as I got older, I had to think about, really, is this something that I need to resent my mother over? At the end of the day, I grew up. I think I'm a well-adjusted individual. I went to school and my family did the best they could to provide for me. So I do not think that you're an a-hole for not getting them gifts. I think you're an a-hole for resenting them when they had no control over what your parents decided to do or in the way that your parents decided to raise them. I think that that's a conversation that you need to have with your parents and maybe seek some therapy and see if that will help you unpack what you are currently going through. As far as your siblings making fun of you, you have to realize that they're young and kids tend to be mean. Kids are very mean. Kids usually have no filter and they don't know how saying certain things can make somebody feel. Let's be honest, a lot of us can relate to that, especially when it comes to school. Kids are ruthless. Like they're ruthless. That's just how things are. I would say, think of it like this. Be grateful that your parents raised you that way, because as you get older, you will be able to appreciate the things that you get for yourself more. I've talked about this before where I know people who got everything they ever wanted growing up. And now as adults, they don't appreciate the things that others do for them or others get them. Why? Because they believe that they deserve it. I do feel sorry for your siblings because that's what it seems like it's going to be. The fact that your parents said they're going to be disappointed they didn't get anything on their Christmas lists says it all. Your parents should be able to sit down with the children and tell them, hey, look, right now we're not financially well. The only thing we can do is keep a roof over your head, make sure you're fed and you're clothed. And they're doing that. And then the kids should be able to understand, like, okay, we won't get anything. But the fact that they're going to be disappointed tells me that your parents have already set them up for failure in that sense. That they're going to be entitled people who are not going to appreciate the little things in life, especially as they get older. So, are you the a-hole? I say no. I think your parents are a-holes for raising you guys like that and making it very obvious that it's made you resent your siblings. And I think that you should seek help to try and find the reason why you resent your siblings for something that wasn't their fault. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I want to hear your thoughts on this situation. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and follow me on social media. The links are always in the description down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.